Welcome, everybody. It is a Sunday night, and we are live at Talladega for the McCullough Motorsports Sunday Night Money Race. I am your host, Michael Triscaro. No help with me up here in the booth tonight, but I'm looking forward to taking you guys for 50 laps with some of the best in super speedway money racing. And I'll tell you what, there's a name in this race that I have not seen in quite some time. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to pick him to win tonight. It's John Ellis Jr., one of the best super speedway racers that I have seen. And it's nice to see him back. Hopefully this isn't just a one-off for him, because John Ellis Jr. is one of the best in the business at this. And it's great to see him back up here on track tonight. Cody Niegels here in the 6. He's making his laps for qualifying. He won the earlier races here tonight in MMS, and he is always tough to beat, along with his teammate who's ever so hot, Matthew Lee. Looks like we're going to have a very strong field here tonight. Some of the top drivers in the business: John Ward, Kenny McCullough Jr., Garrett Maines. If we go down through the list here, you also have Team KSR's Devin Ray, Kenny Stamper, and a slew of other drivers, including Logan York, who was the winner last night in the team race for McCullough Motorsports. But I'm excited to be here with everybody tonight, and it's been a great week of broadcasting here from PGR eSports. Nice to be with everybody as we get started here from McCullough Motorsports on a Sunday night. We're going to take this to the end of qualifying. We're going to catch back up with you at grid, so we look forward to a great race here tonight. Catching back up with you all here. It's Talladega. We're waiting for all the trucks here to grid tonight. As we do wait, it's going to be Cody Niegels. The 6 car is going to be your pole sitter. Outside on the front row will be John Ellis Jr. as we wait to grid here at McCullough Motorsports Sunday Night Money Racing. Cannot wait to get this one underway here tonight. Like I said before, a very, very strong field of money racers, which should be an excellent race. We are about 1 or 2 minutes away here from our grid, and we will count them down a couple minutes until we get on that pace lap and come to the green flag here at Talladega. Just making sure everything is up and running here tonight. Looks like everything is a go. Been working hard here for the McCullough boys to get this thing off without a hitch. I just noticed a couple little things. We'll try to get those taken care of here before we go green. As Cody Niegels, Devin Ray getting after it in the chat already tonight. John Ward, he'll start third tonight. Great qualifying effort by John, the 92 from Hyper Motorsports. And you see John there on pit road. Also one of the best super speedway money racers in the community. We'll try to get a couple interviews here tonight. It is Mother's Day. Wanted to shout out to all the moms out there, including mine up in heaven, as long as my wife, Nicolette, and all the wives of these drivers, the parents and all the moms out there that found them. Found them. It's a tough one for us men, but they do a lot for us. So appreciate all the moms out there tonight, and hopefully some of them are watching these guys get after it as we get set to grid here at Talladega. Cody Neagles will be on the pole here tonight. And we will bring up some race info. We are at Talladega, the 2.66 mile track. It is 33 degrees of bank in both turns. The track temperature tonight, 125. A little hot here. Talladega, 78 degrees outside, 12%. Looks like on the humidity, little wind, a little bit of clouds. We're going 50 laps in the Craftsman Trucks, 50% fuel. 1 fast repair tonight, and 3 green, white checkers. As we get ready to get underway on the pace lap, we will bring up your grid. Cody Neagles, a Dale Cup. He is going to start on your pole position with the 55.598. John Ellis Jr. right on his heels on that qualifying lap. He will start second. John Ward of Hyper Motorsports, he will start third. Matthew Lee, Dale Cup, he will start fourth. Fifth will be John Mullahan of McCullough Motorsports, and his teammate will be on his outside in Kenny McCullough Jr. Starting seventh, Coke Series driver Garrett Maines, and starting eighth is KSR's Kenny Stamper. Starting ninth is Jeff Merck. Starting 10th is Devin Ray. Starting 11th tonight is Ron Morris Jr. Starting 12th is Steve Sizemore. Starting 13th is Justin Mills of BAR, and Larry McDonald starts 14th. Starting 15th is Chase Mastretta. He's working with those Dale Cup boys here tonight. And Richard Elliott, he will start 16th. 17th will be Sean Corbett and Mark Math in the Right Go Motorsports truck. He will start 18th. Starting 19th is Frank Ranger Jr. for Blind Squirrel Racing, and 20th will be Logan York. 21st tonight will be Joshua McCullough, and Vincente Guerrero, he will start 22nd here tonight. Starting in the 23rd position will be Eric King. So that is your grid here tonight. What should be a great night of racing as we get ready to pull up our scoring tower and get ready for a McCullough Motorsports Sunday night. Taking our first pace lap here around the 2.66 mile track at Talladega. Cody Neagles is going to lead them down. Him and John Ellis having a little bit of fun here on the pace lap. We'll try to get our logo pulled up in the top left on the tower. Unfortunately, right now that is not working. Always a little bit of problems here in the early going, but I'm very happy to be up here in the booth and calling some of these races that Dawson and Austin unfortunately cannot call. And we are looking forward to a great race here tonight. We will see if we can pull up that weather one more time. We'll definitely have to bring everyone that track map and allow them to see where these trucks are at on the track. It could get very spread out, especially if it ends up being some green flag stops, which it could be tonight. That pace car is getting ready to pull off onto pit road. Cody Neagles in the 6. John Ellis Jr., he's back. He's in the 21. And we are going to go green here at Talladega for an awesome night here at McCullough Motorsports. Lap 1 is coming to a completion here. Turn number 1, far down the tri-oval here. John Ward in the 92. He's on point on the bottom. Cody Nagels in the 6th on the outside. And we are 2 by 2 to start the race here tonight. One new big rule here in the McCullough Motorsports camp. If you cause a caution within the first 10 laps of the race, you will receive a 1-lap hold. So some pretty big news here out of the McCullough camp. And it's a rule I actually really do like. There's no sense of junking up these trucks here early on in the race. So these guys right now, you might see them a little bit calmer than normal. No 3-wide action here yet. We have a 23 truck field, as John Mullahan is going to get the lead here on lap number 2. John Ward's going to go to the outside. He's going to lead the middle lane here tonight. And an awesome rule. I'm glad they thought about that. It could be a rule we see in other money races as Cody Nagels goes down low. He gets off the door of either Garrett Maines or Kenny Stamper, and he's going to fall back just a tad. A close call there early for Cody Nagels. And that's going to open up the door for Jeffrey Merck here on the bottom in the 60. The Navy truck in the gray and blue paint scheme here tonight. A little bit warmer track temp. We're going 50 laps and 50% fuel. You should have a window of about 14 to 16 laps on a full tank. I expect some green flag stops here tonight. It's a 3-stop minimum race for these drivers. And oftentimes with a smaller field than normal, you're going to get to those green flag stops. John Mullahan, he will lead the top. The 1, Garrett Maines, he is now leading on the bottom. Garrett Maines, a eNASCAR Coke Series driver. You will see him race every other week in the Coke Series. One of the top 40 drivers in the country in eNASCAR. And he's still searching for his first victory in that series. But that win should hopefully be coming still this season. I know it's something he probably thought he might be able to get done at Talladega last week, but he'll have to wait again. But we'd like to see him in victory lane. Down the road is the 1 of Garrett Maines. Garrett leading now the top, and that's opened the door for Kenny Stamper here on the bottom in the 30 truck. He'll be sporting the all black and white and orange trim of the Cincinnati Bengals in the 30 truck. Kenny Stamper to the point here on the bottom as we head into turn number 3 at Talladega. So far 2 by 2 all the way through on back to Larry McDonald in the Ohio State Buckeye truck. He'll be at the tail end of this lead pack. Right now Justin Mills, he steps out. He's looking to start the 3rd lane. He does that. We're on board here in the front with Garrett Maines and company. Justin Mills getting pushed here by the 05. It looks like Joshua McCullough. Kenny McCullough in tow of them. It's a 3-truck train here on the top. And I'll tell you what, they're picking up some speed. Logan York, you see him creep into the picture here early. A driver that usually likes to hang out a little bit farther back, but he probably knows there might not be too many wrecks here tonight. We're going to get to the front early, try to get to that bottom and get to that first pit stop here tonight. A lot of great drivers here in this field. Bring that weather up to show everybody one more time. 78 degrees outside, 125 is your track temp here at Talladega. John Mullahan, he's going to lead the middle lane. He's going to come back down, give John Ward his temps. John Ward leads the middle. Justin Mills now getting a heavy push from Joshua McCullough. They're going to go to the wall side. They're going to arc here into turn number 1. Justin Mills a nose ahead of John Ward here in the 92. And Justin Mills looking really sharp here early in the BAR number 4. We are 3 wide here at Talladega. Kenny Stamper, he's had enough of that. He's going to fall off onto the apron and head right to the back. Collect his teammate Devin Ray in the 22. 3 wide coming here out of the exit of turn number 4. And some great racing here early on at Talladega. Garrett Maines now to the point on the bottom. He's going to give Jeffrey Merck his temps. He's going to go up, block John Molahan. Cody Niegels now. He's got his teammate behind him in Matthew Lee. Larry McDonald, the 8-0, that Ohio State Buckeye truck. He's on the move. He's going to be fourth on the bottom as we head into turn number 1. The top's broken up. Justin Mills going to lose the most spots out of that one as Josh McCullough files back down. Jeffrey Merck now. He's going to move up in front of Garrett Maines. Cody Niegels, he's going to lead the bottom. And we're back to 2x2 racing here on the Alabama Gang Super Stretch at Talladega. This racetrack opened in 1969, and it's considered NASCAR's biggest and baddest tracks. Never a dull moment here at Talladega Superspeedway as we are in the tri-oval. It's Jeffrey Merck leading. So far, a pretty tame beginning due to the new rule instated here in MMS Money Racing. We'll have to see if more promotions take the lead with that one, as so far it seems to have worked as the field has slowed just a little bit here. But we're going to, just as I said that, we're back to 3 wide, and it's the man that's super aggressive in Logan York. He is now going to lead that outside lane, getting pushed by McCullough Motorsports 76 of Ron Morris Jr. So Ron Morris looking to get racy here early. We are 3 wide. We are on lap number 9. We're going to be coming here lap number 10. 3 wide here in the tri-oval. Garrett Maines is going to go down. He'll block the 60 of Jeffrey Merck. That opens the door for John Molahan. Logan York now. He may lead this lap. It looks like he does. A great push from the 76 of Ron Morris. The 05, Josh McCullough pushing Ron Morris Jr. Those 3 right now seem to have a good connection, but can they hold the temps? That's the problem right now here in the 3rd lane. Josh is going to funnel back to the middle. He's going to gain some spots by doing that. Here goes John Ward. He's had enough. He's going to go to the outside of the 92. Logan York's going to push him. John Ward now. Logan York should have the temps. Ron Morris, he's going to fall back just a little bit. Get back down there in the middle lane. So far, a really good race here up front for the lead. Multiple lead changes in this one. Jeffrey Merck's going to drift up ever so slightly, almost get in the door of Garrett Maines. Luckily for Garrett, he was able to stay off of him there as we come here to the start-finish line. And that'll be led by Garrett Maines. Don't forget, everybody watching here tonight, to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/@PGR eSports. As the field fans out here, had to be a big checkup somewhere in the middle of the pack. No harm there done to anybody, but it's going to spread these trucks out just a little bit. We are single file here most of the way, as we're going to be closing in on green flag stops. You see John Ellis Jr. dive to the bottom. That's going to leave John Molahan and Logan York as your 2 drivers are going to have to fight to get down, because everybody else here in the main pack is single file. Looks like we've lost Mark Math just a little bit. Eric King, Vicente Guerrero, not sure if they made the race. So it looks like we only have 21 drivers here tonight. So Mark Math just off the pace a little bit. Could have been due to that checkup there, but he should have time to fight his way back here tonight. But I'll tell you what, you never know. This thing could go green, and it looks like Justin Miller, he's going to go out to the middle. You might want to think about getting down here, as some of these drivers will be coming to pit road in about 2 or 3 laps. Matthew Lee a little bit farther back. He's going to go to the middle. He's going to push Justin Mills, Kenny McCullough Jr. behind him. And something I've seen Lee and Nagels do quite a bit often. I've seen them run more mid-pack here and there lately, and just kind of devise their plan as they methodically work their way through the field with their strategy. Cody Niegels in the 6th, one of the best at strategizing a race run in his racecraft, and I've seen him make some of the best calls for teams that he runs on in leagues and in money races. And a lot of the times you see that car in victory lane, or that truck in victory lane. And right now you see the 04 getting pushed by his teammate straight to the front here in lane number 3. They're going to side draft on John Molahan and Logan York. Everyone being very easy so far, but that rule is now gone, being that we are on lap number 13. It was only for the first 10 laps of this race. So we will not have to use that new rule tonight and give anybody a hold in the pit. So luckily for everybody, because right now with the way this race looks and how it could go green, that 1 lap hold would have been detrimental to winning this race here tonight. As Kenny Stamper, he's going to look to the third lane, try to make his run here up to the front. Matthew Lee, Cody Nichols back out in front of Kenny Stamper. Devin Ray pushing Stamper. You got a train of 4 trucks here on the top with temps. I expect Matthew Lee to get somewhere near the door of John Mullihan on this lap. 3 wide racing. As we get close to pit stops here at Talladega, we'll have to take you down pit road for them. See if we can bring up the track map. These are with your car numbers. As you see, these guys right here, the 4 is your leader. They're hunting down the 199 of Mark Math. Mark Math onto the apron. He is going to go down a lap. So unfortunate for Mark Math. He'll have to fight his way back. He can blend into this field and try to pit with these guys and stay in their draft. He will have a chance to get back in this race later on with a caution if there is one. Cody Nichols is all the way to the bottom now. I wonder if he's going to try to bring his teammate down with him. I highly doubt they will pit separately here tonight. If Matthew Lee can get clear of Cody, look for the 04 to get down into the bottom of this racetrack. One guy working with them tonight is Chase Mistretta. And you will see him come up into the picture in the 8 truck, in the purple 8 truck. But right now it's 2 by 2. I expect activity on pit lane as early as this lap right here. And we're going to stay on board here with Cody Nichols up here in the front in case we do get that pit stop. And you see John Ward, he looks to go. He's not going to. Every truck stays out. So look for them to come next time by. John Ward maybe thought they were coming. He made the move mid-pack just in case he gets back up in line. Savvy move by the veteran in the 92 truck. As Dale Cup right now 1 and 2. They finished 1 and 2 earlier tonight. Those two right now probably have the best connection in money racing as a tandem is Nichols and Lee. KSR here tonight with some numbers. We'll see if they can get linked up and make a run to the front. Another lapped car in front of the leaders. We'll see if they're coming to pit road. They are. Here comes Matt Lee. Here comes Cody Nichols. They're fanning 4 wide. Logan York on the brakes. He's almost sideways. He's going to gather it up. 4 wide, almost 5 wide. The 80's going to go around on pit road. Everyone else is going to miss it. 80 of Larry McDonald. He's spun. Logan York came in hot. Did he speed it? Looked like he was able to gather it. There goes the 22 of Devin Ray. He's spun by the 76 of Ron Morris Jr. He's having to back up on pit lane and get back to his pit stall. That's going to cost Devin Ray a lot of time. Who's going to win this race off pit road? It looks like the 1 of Garrett Maines. Nope, Matthew Lee. He'll lead him off pit road. Garrett Maines, he will be in second. We'll see exactly what happened there to Devin Ray. It looks like he was spun by the 76 of Ron Morris Jr. Let's see if we can get a look. This is from the Goodyear blimp. It's the 04 and the 1. They are your leaders. We're going to go back here to John Mullihan. He's a sitting duck because here comes the 6 and the 21. They're going to come into your picture. They're going to have a big run. I'd look to see if they're going to probably go right here to the mid. That they do. Mullihan will have to file in behind them. That green flag stop is going to split up a lot of our field. A lot of 2 truck tandems here as we go back just a little bit farther. You're going to see Justin Mills, Kenny Stamper, Logan York behind them trying to catch them. As this field is single file spread out. A lot of bad luck, unfortunately, for Larry McDonald. You're going to see him back here in the tri-oval all by himself. As we head back up to the front, it's Garrett Maines leading John Ellis Jr. Lap 19 of 50 here tonight. And one green flag stop already. You will need at least 2 more stops to make it. So far, no cautions. 21 trucks have made the field and made the grid here tonight. And right now, it looks like the calm before the storm. As all these drivers onto pit road, off pit road, single file, and right now just riding here as we head down the backstretch. I want a big shout out to a couple of my broadcast partners this past weekend. Cody Neagles hopped in with me for the FEG race on Friday night. Trevin Ashronoff for the Dega Pros race the same night. And what an awesome race both of those were. Last night, McCullough Motorsports, another week of their team draft season, which has been spectacular, just as it was last season. And that's got to be one of my favorite series, where you get everybody in a hat, you draft them up randomly, you set different teams than normal, and you go for it. You got to win to lock yourself into the championship. McCullough Motorsports doing a great job in the money racing scene. One of the top 5 promoters out there in the super speedway community. And led by Kenny McCullough Jr. You will see him right here. We can maybe ride on board with Kenny. Just does so much here for the community. And from Savannah, Georgia, there's Kenny, the 03, one of the GOATs in money racing. And we all appreciate him putting on all these races each and every week. They race on Wednesdays, they race on Saturdays, they race on Sundays. And he'll even sprinkle a few more in there for all the money racing drivers. And I'm sure I'm not just speaking for them when I say that we appreciate all the hard work and effort those boys do to put on these races. Go back up front. Matthew Lee now leads. He's going to go to the middle. And it's Dale Cup again. 1 and 2 here in the front. We'll enter the tri-oval. As we are 2x2, 4 deep in the front. Single file behind them. I've played with some things earlier. We're going to try to have some fun here on the next lap or two. Get some awesome camera angles. And crank it up here tonight for our viewers. We'll have to take a peek as well at our chat here tonight. We're closing in on the halfway point. So far, super calm here. As expected, with 50% fuel and a very good field, high caliber drivers. And we're going to see if we can crank them up here after we take another lap. Here they come, screaming into turn number 1. Well, we hope you enjoyed that one. Worked on that one today. Awesome to see some different camera angles and crank it up here on a Sunday night. The roar of these Craftsman Trucks. As Cody Eagles, he will go to the middle. He is your race leader. Garrett Maines now has the door open for him on the bottom. That 21, he's my pick to win. Good to see him back. Money Racing. It's John Ellis Jr. And I'll tell you what, if John Ellis never took a break from Money Racing and PGR eSports on Thursday nights, I wouldn't doubt if he had the most wins. Because he's up there, and he doesn't run much anymore. And, you know, that's just a testament to when he did run, how many races he was able to win in such a short amount of time with the podium finishes he had. Man, that 21 truck you see there with the metallic numbers, sim seats, black and blue and white, pushing Garrett Maines. Man, what a star-studded field, and they are all up front. Cody Eagles in the 6, 04 Matthew Lee, Garrett Maines, Logan York, John Ellis Jr. Here comes Kenny Stamper of KSR, getting pushed by Chase Mastretta. We spoke about him earlier. He's working with Matt Lee, Cody Eagles. When you work with those boys, you come to the front. You cycle temps, you stay out front, and you win races, because that's what those boys do. They've done it for the last couple weeks, whether it's a pot race, a money race in PGR, a money race in MMS. The 6 and the 04 are getting it done night in, night out. As Cody Eagles, he'll go back to the middle. 01 of Logan York, another guy that just seems to be getting it done, and I'll give him some props. He seems to get it done with almost no help every single night. There's a lot of drivers in this field that don't respect him as much, but you got to respect his driving ability, because that 01 has been to victory lane numerous times in the last couple weeks, and if not, you see him in that top 5. We will be closing in on another round of green flag stops here shortly. We're going to look on down here. Larry McDonald lost his lap. And we're going to have to see Devin Ray and Steve Sizemore are way off the pace. You saw Devin Ray on pit road get spun out by the 76 of Ron Morris Jr. So Devin Ray and Steve Sizemore right now working together to try to stay on this lead lap. Larry McDonald, he's going to be scored your first lap down, it looks like. He would essentially have to lead this pack to get his lap back, but right now it's probably safer for Larry to hang out back if something does happen. As long as he doesn't touch anything, he should get the free pass, the lucky dog. Still bad luck for Mark Math. He's had some bad luck over the last week, the 199. Frank Ranger Jr. being scored in last right now, 21st position. As Matthew Lee and Cody Eagles. And Cody Eagles gets a little loose from the 01 of Logan York. He's able to hold it together. We stay 2x2 racing here. I am Michael Triscaro, the owner of PGR eSports, new to broadcasting. Hope you guys enjoy the show here tonight. Austin Green has been out of town. He is our head of the broadcasting department. Dawson Wise, he is our second broadcaster, and he's going to be graduating from Tennessee University this coming Thursday night. So on a big shout out and congratulations to our own Dawson Wise. We have two of the best in the business in broadcasting, and all I can do here is kind of hold their place till they come back, but I'll be with you on some of the calls for FEG, or most all the calls for FEG. I'll try to join McCullough Motorsports on Sundays and let the big dogs take the big races, and I may have to fill in and actually broadcast my own series race on Thursday night this coming week, which would be kind of a cool thing for me to do, so if that does come to fruition. That'd be kind of an honor to call my own race, as Garrett Maines is going to lead us here into the tri-oval. Dale Cup is now 1, 2, and 3 in the middle lane, as they are all together for the first time with Chase Mistretta on the bumper of that Extra Life Martin Sports truck that looks ever so sharp, as it always does, in the gold, black, and white trim. Cody Neagles. Someone we haven't talked much about tonight, John Mullahan. Multiple wins in the money racing scene. And I would say, you know, rough little month for John. Been in quite a bit of incidents in the past month. Maybe ruffled a little one too many feathers here on the grid, but John looking stout here tonight, running in the top 5, top 10 most of the night. He will be one of your more aggressive drivers with Logan York, as those two guys are checkers or wreckers most of the time. Logan's seemed to rein his ability in, and like I said, be in that top 5 a lot of the times here lately. And we'll see if we could ride on board with Logan York. We are on board now with the 01. Like I always say on the broadcast, everyone's favorite driver, the 01 from Oceanside. You could get a real feel here in the draft. Sawing that wheel here, you still turn it a lot, regardless if it's a super speedway here in the draft. These trucks seem to have been bouncing around a lot lately, a lot more than I've been used to. At least I'm not sure if they changed these trucks up a little bit. It's Cody Neagles and Chase Mistretta are going to fall back just a little bit. We're going to go on a little bit farther back. Pick up Josh McCullough from Savannah, Georgia. Josh there pictured with his dad, Kenny McCullough Jr. They're going to run nose to tail in their McCullough Motorsports black and red, that famous black and red that we see night in, night out. I'll tell you what, those two guys, if there's guys that race almost every money race all night, every night, it's those two guys right there, Josh McCullough, Kenny McCullough. I think Josh was a podium finisher here early tonight in the first McCullough Motorsports race of the evening. Their teammate Ron Morris Jr. in tow behind them. From Columbia, South Carolina, an avid RC racer. Every year heads down, I believe, to Florida for a pretty big event. And he's also one of the best painters here on our circuit. And that's why you see a lot of fresh, hot-looking paints. Head back up front. It's Matt Lee from Clinton, Maine. And I feel like I've talked about him in almost every race. As we see green flag stops, here they come. Matt Lee's going to dive off. So is Garrett Maines. 4 wide, 3 wide. Here we come. These are going to be the money stops. I don't think they'll be able to make it all the way till the end. You will not want to see a penalty here. You get that black flag now, that's going to probably end your race without a caution. So far, so good here on this. Everyone is going to get into their pit stall. We are on pit lane. You can see these trucks jacked up, getting 2 tires on their left side. Here's the race off pit road. Larry McDonald a lap down. Garrett Maines, one of the best in the business, getting on and off pit road. As is John Ellis Jr. They're going to beat the Dale Cup boys again on these pit stops. Matthew Lee, he's in the picture, getting pushed by Jeff Merck. They're all going to blend in on top. And looks like a good pit stop for all, with Larry McDonald unfortunately falling back from them. Cody Neagles, he's going to go back, or he's going to try to get up to the front here with the 92 of John Ward to his teammate. Looks like they lost Chase Mistretta just a little bit, but I expect all these trucks that had no issues with no penalties to be back up here in a pack together. I'm going to go back and see here. It's Sean Corbett. Not sure exactly if something happened to Sean Corbett. And Sean Corbett just off the track here. I'm not sure what exactly happened there to the 45. We're going to go back live, back up here to the front. John Mullihan, he's coming off pit road with his teammates. They're going to blend in. Unfortunately for them, these guys are going to go a lot faster than them. So they're going to have to blend back up here in front of the 8 of Chase Mastretta and try to get his draft and bridge that gap to the front as the 3 McCullough Motorsports teammates in a row led by John Mullihan. And I think they're going to be okay here. But who's not going to be okay is their teammate Ron Morris Jr. is going to be off the pace. Not sure exactly what happened to him on his pit stop. But Ron looks like he has some right front damage. And that is not going to be good for the 76 machine of Ron Morris Jr. Stamper looks to put it 3 wide. He has no help there, though, on the outside. McCullough Motorsports teammates, they're back here into the fray. This main pack is shrinking and shrinking every green flag stop we have. And I'll tell you what, my calculations are correct. We are going to have a late pit stop in this one. And it could come with 2 laps to go. Are we going to see any short pitting? You know, this is going to be crazy here. You know, you got 3 Dale Cup teammates. You got, it looks to be like John Ellis possibly working with Garrett Maines. Not sure if Jeffrey Merck has any help here tonight. Kenny Stamper seems to be a little bit solo now that Devin Ray is off the pace in 14th position. I'll tell you what, those 3 McCullough Motorsports teammates, John Mullihan, Kenny McCullough Jr., as you see here in the picture, they might be licking their chops just a little bit. They came in 1 lap later than this main bunch. Looks like they're able to save a little bit more fuel here in the draft behind everybody, not having to run full throttle. And they have numbers. So look for these McCullough Motorsports boys to have a really good shot here tonight at this race win. Garrett Maines up front. 12 laps to go. They're coming up on 3 trucks. All lap down cars. Field very spread out with no cautions here tonight. As we look at Garrett Maines running in 3rd position on the bottom. John Ward from Valdosta, Georgia. And Mark Math did not get out of these guys' way, and we have a spin. Matt Lee's off the track. Garrett Maines off the track. Oh my God, I'll tell you guys what. I saw this the other night. We'll have to see if I could take you back really quick. Oh my God, Mark Math, I'm not sure what he was thinking there. You know, you're usually told to go to the wall or stay on the bottom. And unfortunate for Matthew Lee, Garrett Maines, especially Matt Lee, he's going to be way off the pace now. Garrett Maines, not sure if he can catch this main pack because he has nobody with him right now. So a big development here late in the race. I'm not sure if that was a, you know, caused by those 2 getting into it or that lap down car of Mark Math that everyone had a split. But as a lap down car, you want to give these leaders some space on the track. And unfortunately, a couple times this weekend now, that has not been the case. And I'm sure there's not a lot of happy drivers here. Well, Garrett Maines and Matthew Lee especially, as Kenny Stamper to the lead in the 30 for KSR, showing his strength here with no help up front. Cody Niegels lost his best teammate. Chase Mastretta is going to be 2 behind him now. Let's see if he can get to the 6th. Logan York in between them. And as I said it before I called it, here they come. McCullough Motorsports. It's John Mullihan in the 6th, leading the outside lane with Kenny McCullough Jr. and Josh McCullough behind them. With 9 laps to go, do they have enough fuel? I am not sure. I still think all these guys got to come down one more time. We are getting racy 2 by 2. Not used to calling a super speedway race just yet myself without a caution. But I love it. These guys are putting on a show. They strapped them in tight. And they're letting it fly here tonight at Talladega. You see Garrett Main's way off the pace. Just an unfortunate situation. We're back here in the main pack. That is the gyro cam with Jeffrey Merck. You can see that 33 degrees of banking right behind John Ellis. Devin Ray and Richard Elliott are going to go down another lap. That might be their first lap they're going to go down there. What's some awesome shots here at Talladega from the 60. As you see Justin Mills fighting for position. As we go back up front, it's the 30 of Kenny Stamper. He is looking strong. As he comes back down, doing a great job of managing lanes, managing the temps of the guys pushing him. Be nice to see Kenny Stamper get back to victory lane. Has a lot of bad luck in these things, but he's a very, very good driver, capable of winning just about every race he does enter. John Ward's into the fray. He goes 3. He's getting pushed by the 4 of Justin Mills. I would assume those guys might be helping each other out just a little bit. Devin Ray's a lap down, so is Richard Elliott. They're going to stay in this pack in case something does happen. Larry McDonald, he's going to go down another one. He's going to have to go all the way to the wall. We are 4 wide for a brief second here in the tri-oval. Cody Niegels, drag race to the line there with Kenny Stamper. It's going to be Kenny Stamper still leading. We have 6 laps to go. John Mullihan, he's got help behind him. He clears. Oh, Cody Niegels on the apron, but he's going to hold it. There goes Kenny McCullough Jr. He wants to pull out in front of John Ward and lead that top. 3 wide here at Talladega down the backstretch. And here goes, Kenny thought of it. John's going to let him in, and we got, wow, that would have been close. A great teamwork there by the 6 of John Mullihan to get his teammate down. Thought for a second Kenny wasn't clear. He almost thought a little bit too much, but he was lucky to get back in there. A little wiggle by John and Logan. Kenny Stamper back to the bottom. Logan pushing hard into Cody Niegels. John Ward right now just can't seem to get to the doors of the leader as he's being pushed by the 4 of Justin Mills. Look at this pack hustle all the way down here into turn number 3. John Ward leading the top. We are 3 by 3, 4, 5, 6 rows almost deep. You can see how spread out the field is in the track map. No cautions here tonight so far. We're going to have 4 to go at the line here in McCullough Motorsports Sunday Night Money Racing. The race is on for the race win. Kenny McCullough Jr. to the point. He leads the bottom. That opens the door for his teammate to lead the middle, getting pushed by his son, Josh McCullough. It's all McCullough Motorsports here. John Ellis Jr., he's going to go to the high lane. Oh, there goes Josh McCullough. Oh, we have almost trouble. There it is. We are fanning out. The 8, Chase Mastretta's off. He's under the apron. He's going to have to get back in. A little bit of damage to the side of Jeffrey Merck. I'll tell you what, the race is on. the race is on. You saw Cody Niegels beating and begging with Logan York, Jeff Merck, Kenny Stamper. He's going for this win. Matthew Lee, he's about to go down a lap. He's going to try to funnel in, stay on this lead lap in case something does happen, and something tells me something might happen soon. 3 laps to go here at Talladega. Kenny McCullough Jr. is going to clear to the bottom. That opens the door for Dale Cupp's Cody Niegels. McCullough Motorsports now split up somehow, as they're not going to be bumper to bumper. We are 2 wide here on the backstretch. Get a view here from the infield. Everyone on their feet here at Talladega. Kenny McCullough leading the bottom lane. And Logan York's going to blink out. He's going to blink back in. Do these guys have enough fuel to make it all the way? I am not sure. That is the big story. Two laps to go. If we take the white flag, this race will be official. Kenny McCullough Jr. is going to slide up a little bit too high. Cody Niegels lets him in there. Cody, a little bit of damage on his right. He's a great pusher. Watch that 03 to go right to the front and clear down once again. Jeffrey Merck, he's going to make a third lane. John Ellis Jr. is going to push him. Those two have no help right now on the top. I'm not sure if that's going to be the race-winning move. They're going to need some help. Is Cody Niegels going to go 3 when that 60 gets up here? I've seen him do it many times before. The 03 is clear. He is down. Plenty of fuel in these guys. I think my calculations were a little off. Cody Niegels. He's going to lead the... Oh, Cody Niegels down to the bottom. He gets the push he needed from John Molahan. John Molahan now. He's going to be leading the middle with John Ward behind him. Who is going to win this race? Right now, Team McCullough is kind of in control, depending on what Kenny McCullough wants to do here with the 6 truck, knowing his teammate is leading that middle lane. Merck's trying to make the top lane work. John Ward's going to fan out. That's going to hurt John Molahan. Cody Niegels on the bottom getting pushed by the 03. Ward's going to come back down in front of Molahan. Right now, Cody Niegels is in the prime position to win this race. Can he block Kenny McCullough Jr.? There goes Stamper. There goes McCullough. The 6 is turned. Nope, the 6 holds it. That's going to open the door for Stamper. Kenny Stamper, is he going to win this thing? Everyone's wrecking behind him. And KSR's Kenny Stamper's going to win it at Talladega. And I am sure that Discords are rocking, the Jack Shacks is shaking, because Kenny Stamper has won it here tonight at the McCullough Motorsports Sunday Night Money Racing. Unbelievable job by Kenny Stamper to get it done. Congratulations. Victory, back to victory lane. So deserving. Burn him down, buddy. We will have to take you back to that finish. My heart is pounding. All the fans there on their feet. Has Kenny Stamper with the win. He's going to burn him down. Unbelievable. Man, Cody Niegels, Kenny McCullough Jr. got into each other in the tribal. Cody looked like he was able to keep it straight. He's going to finish 5th tonight. Not sure if they had the top 5 paying out. Kenny Stamper against the wall. Going to burn him on down. Man, he's got to be happy. Can't wait to get a word with him after this one. We're going to go back to the ending. The checkered flag. I'm going to back this up. Really, the first time we're doing a replay here tonight. And you're going to see it all here. And we're going to be with Cody Niegels. We're going to get a good vantage point here of this. 3 wide. We're going to be coming out of turn number 4. That's Kenny McCullough pushing the 6. Kenny Stamper's third in line. He's going to eventually win this one. Logan York going for that win. Makes a great move to the outside. Stamper's going to follow. A great move by him. John's going to fan out. There goes Kenny. And I think Cody probably did not make the move he should have made. He probably needed to make it a little bit earlier. I'm going to take a peek at that one more time in super slow-mo. Let's take a peek and see if we can get that chopper cam. And this should give us a best look at that. You see Stamper, he's cleared up. McCullough's cleared up. And Cody is not. That's going to be, unfortunately, on the 6 there. Kenny McCullough probably had this race in the bag if Cody Niegels does not come up the racetrack. Not sure if the 03 is going to be too happy about that one. And that's what's going to give Kenny Stamper the win here tonight. If we freeze it right there, the 5's going to get into the 01 of Logan York, send him down. 4's into the 03. And that's where everything happens in the tri-oval. Man, what a wreck. Trucks everywhere, and Kenny Stamper just able to coast to the line as he wins here on Sunday night. And we will go try to grab a word with your top 3 here tonight. But before we do that, we will go through your race results. What a race to the finish. We're going to see it one more time as we bring up those results. Just complete chaos there on the final lap in the tri-oval, as we've seen so many times at Talladega. And we're going to take you through our results. It's the man that is victorious tonight, Kenny Stamper, Team KSR. Kenny McCullough Jr., he's going to finish in second. So, fortunately for him, he was able to stay in that podium position. Joshua McCullough Jr., they're going to be your top 3. So, great showing here by Team McCullough, as John Mulholland is 4th. So, McCullough Motorsports 2, 3, and 4. In 5th place is Cody Niegels. Probably wants a redo there on that finish, but going for that win. Jeff Merck, he will finish in 6th. Chase Mistretta, great show for him, 7th. John Ward finishes in 8th. Logan York finishes in 9th. Matthew Lee races his way back up here to the top 10. Ron Morris Jr., he will finish in 11th place, as Garrett Maines will finish in 12th. Steve Sizemore, he'll finish in 13th. Justin Mills in 14th. John Ellis Jr., he'll finish in 15th. Richard Elliott, he'll finish in 16th. Devin Ray, KSR, 17th. And Frank Ranger Jr., he'll finish in 18th here tonight. We try to bring up the rest of your finishers tonight. It's Larry McDonald finishing in 19th, and Mark Math of Ryko Motorsports in 20th. Sean Corbett will round out your field with 21st position, as Vicente Guerrero, Eric King did not make the race here tonight. We're going to go see if we can get a word with your top 3 of Kenny Stamper, Kenny McCullough, and Josh McCullough. Stand by. And we are back with you live from Talladega. What a finish here tonight. I have your 3rd place finisher. McCullough Motorsports is Josh McCullough. Josh McCullough, you have a copy?
Gotcha.
Hey, bud, I'll tell you what, man. I was watching this one up here in the tower, and I saw those 3 trucks, you, John Mulholland, and Kenny, and I said, watch these guys make their way to the front together. You pitted a lap later, I believe, than everybody else. And, you know, you kind of bided your time, but when it was go time, you guys got to the front. Tell me how you did it.
Man, I really thought I had no chance on the ending right there. Yeah, we pitted a lap extra because we didn't know if we had enough gas to make it to the end. We were hoping they would have ran out, but we had plenty of gas, and good thing when Cody went up the block, it helped me out and it got them all mixed up, and I was able to come into money.
Yeah, you did a great job. An awesome showing here tonight by your whole team. It looked like you guys had a lot of cohesion running as a team tonight. Unfortunately, Ron Morris wasn't able to, be up there with you guys, but nonetheless, it's a 2, 3, and 4 finish for you guys, and hopefully you guys can continue to carry that momentum. But, you know, I appreciate you guys putting on these races. I know you guys do a lot of work. Can you kind of tell our viewers, getting a little insight into what it takes to put on these races because a lot of people don't understand it's a lot of hard work taking payments, getting the word out, creating these flyers, and getting these fields. And McCall Motorsports right now is doing it more than just about everyone else. So can you just give us a little insight on the workings behind McCall Motorsports, and just tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of stress hosting races. Good thing I don't have to deal with most of it. My dad does most of the work, but yeah, it does take a lot of work doing it.
Well, we all appreciate all the work you guys do. It was a great race tonight here, Josh. Congratulations on your third place finish. And before I let you go, anyone you want to thank tonight?
I want to thank McCullough Motorsports. And I want to thank you for the broadcast.
All right, appreciate it, bud. You go celebrate. Have a good night.
Thank you.
That was your third place finisher, Josh McCullough. And I'm going to bring up his dad, one of the GOATs in Super Speedway Money Racing, the '03 of Kenny McCullough Jr. Kenny, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Let's go is right, man. I know you'd be happy about that. We're going to actually rewind this just a little bit. I'm going to remove these final results so we can walk our viewers through this and see if or you saw what I saw. But, we're going to back this thing up. Obviously you got your second place finish, which is a great finish. But I'll tell you what, I think this win could have gone your way. So coming out of turn number 4, you see these guys start fanning out middle. You made probably what was the race winning move, in my opinion. You come out here and you were clear. Cody was not. He came up the racetrack. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I figured I had a 50-50 chance there that Stamper was going to go with me or go with Cody, and I felt like everybody behind him. I don't know who was behind Stamper, but I felt like somebody was going to jump out, so I had to make the move quick. That was the best option there, and it looked like Stamper was going to go with me. Good job to him, man, for finally getting him a win. Glad to see that.
Yes, it was awesome. It's always good when a good guy wins. We always want to see that. Unfortunately, you had to finish runner up, but it's always good to finish runner up to a good guy here tonight. Just showing our viewers one more time that move Cody made to come up was not clear. But what's crazy, Kenny, is I thought your race right there might take a turn for the worse as you were heading towards the wall and you clipped the wall in the trioval. Cody's like almost in front of you, but Cody actually does a really good job of saving his truck, which, in my opinion, also helped you out just a little bit, kept you straight as you were able to come back down. And then kind of all, every chaos pretty much ensued after that. So, how was that to drive through there? It looked like you banged off the door of the 4 Justin Mills. Cody came almost back down into you, but you were able to drive through the carnage to a second place finish.
Yeah, I had the steering wheel turn left to the hard to the left, and then when I attached from Cody's bumper, it shot me right down the track. But man, what a hell of a race! I mean, this is one of the best races I've been a part of in a long time.
Well, yeah, it truly was. I was talking to your son about, just McCullough Motorsports in general and how much work it takes to put these races on. Obviously, I know that myself, but you guys are doing this stuff on Saturdays, Sundays, Wednesdays, and practically every other week or every day of the week that you can. It's a lot of work, and we appreciate it as broadcasters, as race promoters, as drivers. So the thanks is extended to you and everybody that helps you guys out. It was a great race to watch from above here, and you got that second place finish. Great job here tonight. And before I let you go, anyone you want to thank or shout out?
Yeah, I appreciate it, Michael. Appreciate you doing the broadcast, man. Glad you got into that for sure. Got to thank my teammates. They did an awesome job tonight. I think we got 3 teammates in the money there. Just thank everybody for coming out and the community in general. We got a hell of a community over here, man, in this racing community. Bunch of good guys. Couldn't ask for a better group for sure.
Oh, absolutely, Kenny. Well, we appreciate it. Great job. Go celebrate. Now, hopefully, we'll see you back up here shortly in one of the races this week.
Yes, sir. Go Stamper.
Go Stamper. Go Stamper. Well, that was your runner-up here tonight, and I'll tell you what. This is going to be one of the most hyped interviews I've had in a while because I brought up the man that got it done, Team KSR's Kenny Stamper, the 30 car. Hey, man, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Oh, no, you got to be a little bit more excited than that, man. I'll tell you what, Kenny, you deserve to win. You got it done here tonight. I'm not going to ask you too many questions. I just want to know how you're feeling here tonight.
God dang, I'm so freaking excited, man, to finally get it done again after feels like a 10-year drought. Oh my God, what a freaking race that was. Jeez, oh Pete, man. Racing against those big dogs up there. God dang, man.
Well, yes, you were. We're looking at it again here on the replay. You're wedged in there between Cody Neagles and Kenny Stamper, 2 of the best to do it here. Kenny Stamper's going to go up. He's going to block Logan York. And I'll tell you, or you're going to go up blocking Logan York. Then McCullough's going to go up. And Cody Neagles is not clear. He's going to go up, and that's going to take them right up into the wall. And that opens the door for you to slide right back down in front of Logan York. I'll tell you what, man, it was a great drive. You know, Logan gets turned here by the 5, and you just had a relatively easy way to get to that start-finish line, which is not normal here for Talladega. What was going kind of through your head? Was you just shocked to kind of see everybody scattering in your rearview mirror?
Oh my God, absolutely. First of all, I was gonna actually follow Kenny up probably right there, just trying to get the best spot I could get. I figured we might get a little bit of a run, you know, like the outside sometimes does. And then when I seen Cody get a little bit sideways, I just jerked her left. I hope for the best then. Then Logan had a big run coming up on me. I was just trying to block him. It's just trying to keep the wheel straight. And man, when I mean, I was hoping for a cool photo finish and all that, but I ain't gonna lie, it did not break my heart when I seen all the smoke in my mirror.
Yeah, it shouldn't break your heart, man, because, you know, like I said, you deserved it. It's a long time coming yet again to get back to victory lane in one of these big-time money races. That was a big, you know, not a large field, but a really, really good field here tonight. You had John Ellis Jr. making a comeback. Garrett Maines was in there. Cody Neagles. I mean, the list goes on. These guys are some of the best, man, and your name is at the top of the board tonight. Who day? Who's back? It's Kenny Stamper. Nice to talk to you, man. Anyone you want to shout out or you know, thank before I let you go here tonight?
Oh heck yeah, man! First of all, I'd like to thank you for broadcasting, man. You're doing a fine job at it. I love to watch it. Thank all these race competitors, man. That was one of the funnest races I've ever been a part of, ever. And obviously my team at KSR, man. Some of the best guys I know. Devin Ray was in here with me tonight. Had a little misfortune, but we was running together tonight. But other than that, guys, I thank all of y'all and McCullough for putting it on.
All right, bud. Well, guess what? Go celebrate in Victory Lane over there in the Jack Shack. Have a good time. We'll hopefully catch up with you soon this week, bud. Have a nice night.
You too, guys.
That was your race winner, the 30, Kenny Stamper of Team KSR. He's able to get it done here tonight. Kenny McCullough Jr., Josh McCullough rounds out your podium finishers. And what a race it was. No cautions, wire to wire, 50 laps of Craftsman Truck Racing. And we had a great finish that all came down to the exit of turn number 4 and inside the tri-oval. What a race. It was awesome to see Kenny Stamper back in victory lane. We have a big week coming up, the Little Guys Series week number 2 tomorrow night in Dega Pros. Dawson Wise will be on the call for PGR eSports. I believe it's week number 9 on Tuesday night in RMR's Tuesday Night Thunder. Matthew Baker leading the charge in the point standings right now. Garrett Maines chasing after him on Thursday night. PGR eSports, they're going to head to Daytona, but in the first time at Daytona in the Gen 6 Cup car. So that should be a good one. FEG on Friday night, they are back. They're going to host a doubleheader broadcasted by PGR eSports and myself on Friday. We'll see if Austin will be back on Thursday. Not sure. If not, we might have to make a couple little changes on Thursday night, but nonetheless, a big week ahead. Tonight just kind of springboards that, but an awesome race, wire to wire, like I said, no cautions. Give us a subscribe. Hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@PGR eSports, facebook.com/PGR eSports, instagram.com/PGR _esports. We got a Twitter, that's it.com at PGR eSports, and also discord.gg/PGR eSports. Trying to build the brand and get ready for a big time race this summer in July for the SummerSlam 499, which will take place here at Talladega Superspeedway. You could also check out PGR and PGResports.com. I want to thank McCullough Motorsports for having us come on board to call what was an awesome race here tonight. And we will hopefully see everybody tomorrow night for Dega Pro's Little Guy Series week number 2. For myself, Michael Triscaro, on behalf of PGR Esports, have a great night.